All right, so if you guys want to do influencer searching in bulk, if you want to get a bunch at once, because if you have if you have a big website that's making money and you're not actually a startup with no profit at all, you're going to want to do this at scale. If you're reaching out to people with 20,000 followers, you're going to want to do this at scale. 20,000 because, well, the first thing is that influencers that are big are expensive. So you can go after, one influencer with 1 million or two followers, and that'll be one price. Or you can get a bunch of smaller ones and reach actually more people and have generally better converting ads, more custom ads, more split tests, which will yield more results based on the results of those split tests, etc. More data. So all sorts of advantages for going small, but we'll go over that in another video in the future. So what we have here is an influencer search engine. Now, I own part of this website here, so this is why I use it, but there's other options. You don't need to pay for this. I'm not even logged in. This is pretty straightforward. I just want to show you guys how this kind of system works. So what you're going to do is punch in a niche up here. So you can punch in like health, right? You can punch in a city here like Toronto or Miami. You can, choose platforms that you want to work with. Follower counts, filter by that. The CPM, right? So if you want like a $1 CPM or a $10 CPM, etc., you can filter by that. The gender of the audience. So if you want like these accounts are on whatever topic, you want to know actually what gender follows them, you can choose that. The country of the audience themselves. So if you want to target Americans or if you want to target Canadians or whoever you want to target, Australians, you can punch that in there. Instead of minimum, you can also go to the engagement, set a minimum and max engagement to make sure that they're actually converting, that they're actually not converting, make sure that they're actually engaged in, communicating, engaging. There's another way to put it. So you can actually just filter by all those things completely free, and then you can actually sort by each of these headers here, whatever you want. And then if you actually click the account, you'll be able to see, here's the engagement. It's actually calculated for you, the average engagement, and then it actually brings it over and says, okay, people in this industry are around 6.5% engaged, or this is the normal engagement based on these hashtags here. It's a little complicated, the algorithm. It's not simple. So how it works is, if you want to understand it, is it takes these hashtags here, looks at similar accounts, takes their engagement, averages them all out, and then puts that here. So this account here actually gets 9.1% engagement when the average is 6.5. So that's pretty darn good. That is a pretty darn good account right there. Over here on the left side, the influencer has already put in their price, so $10 for a shout out on this page. It shows their growth month over month, etc. It shows the trends for their keywords over here. And you can also click on this and it'll take you to their Instagram page, etc. Now you're seeing that the influencer is blurred, so all you gotta do is grab the free account, and then you can actually unlock this and then just unlock these details. We don't want people stealing our data, so you can't do it publicly, but you can certainly get it for free. Their data all there. So if you want to do this in bulk, you've got to get into a platform. I'm not the only platform on the market. There are tons and tons of platforms out there. Some are very, very costly. Some have no free version. Some have a free trial. All sorts of stuff. But, free version right here doesn't cost anything up front. If you want to do this on mass scale and scale it properly, you're going to need to use either some sort of platform like this. You can use my platform or someone else's platform. It doesn't really matter. Or you're going to have to hire a team or so to do this all this handling manually. But it's a little easier if one person can do it with a search engine like this and just go, oh, this person's $10, okay, and then there's their email. Just click on their email and send them an email, right? Pretty straightforward. So it's up to you. Whatever you want to do moving forward, I'm sure it will be a great decision.